काफ़ी challenges और physical challenges और to learn. Thank you. Yes, he's very caring.
So it's like, talking about new beginnings. So B62, your maiden production, and of course the both of you, the wonderful couple here, they are welcoming some more good news. So would you like to talk about that?
So this film is a family affair. My brother was there, my wife was there, and there's a baby on its way who was present. So outside. But it was an amazing time because the way the film happened and the way we got to know about the baby on its way also, it almost felt like वो अभिमन्यु वाली story याद आ गई. The baby knows exactly about how 370 was. So people who label it as propaganda, I don't care about them. It is as simple as that. I really don't care about them because the whole point is that I know where it's coming from. And audience, Indian audience is actually very, very smart. They are really, really smart. They know a film. जब वो देखते हैं उनको समझ में आता है कि कौन सी फिल्म प्रोपेगेंडा है और कौन सी फिल्म का इंटेंट करेक्ट है. एंड मेरी फिल्म का हमेशा टिल द टाइम आई एम अ फिल्म मेकर और आई एम अ प्रोड्यूसर और आई एम अ डायरेक्टर, द इंटेंट विल बी ऑलवेज राइट. द डे द इंटेंट इज रॉन्ग आई विल स्टॉप मेकिंग फिल्म्स. सो आई डोंट केयर व्हाट पीपल से, स्पेशली दोज पीपल जो agenda driven critics the. And it's my observation, I might be absolutely wrong, but I always thought that the downfall of agenda driven critics happened from Uri. If you notice that all the people who had said such bad things about Uri at that time, audience just thronged to the theatres. They just went, and the result was what happened with Uri. So audience doesn't care. It doesn't care if what your political agenda is, what you're thinking and how you're presenting the reviews. What it cares about is what is the intent of the filmmaker. And trust me, like we have so many examples right now. We watch a 12th fail and we know that the intent of Vidhu Vinod Chopra was something to make like a great film. अब आप उसको कैसा भी review दे दो, it doesn't matter. Audience will still go for it. So I always feel it's the intent which matters. And over here with me, with all of us, the intent will be always correct. With her, like all her films in last 4-5 years have been brilliant, back-to-back hits because of the intent. The intent was correct. So I generally don't think about the critics who call it a propaganda and all that. And I feel it's the propaganda in their head which is making them look at this film as propaganda. 370 is an India-centric film. It is one film. It's an event which literally brought India together. It made India one, which was not there, which hadn't happened in 70 years. It's an incredible story. It's one of the best stories I've ever heard. When we were doing research for this film, the kind of stories we got to, Yami, the character she's playing, it's actually based or inspired from a real life woman who actually pulled it off. Priyamani, the character she is playing, it's actually inspired from real people sitting in PMO and how they figured out the whole thing. And the brilliant bit was that there were hundreds of people involved in it, and nobody leaked even a single information. And I kind of sometimes think of myself as investigative journalist. To get these informations out, you have to really, really struggle. But once we got the informations out, we thought it was one of the best stories we have ever. It's got everything. It's got politics, it's got thrill, it's got drama, it's got action, and it happened like it's inspired from real stories. So I don't care about what these people say.
अगर खासकर आर्टिकल 370 की बात की जाए, मैं जूनी हक्सर का किरदार निभा रही हूँ और जूनी कश्मीरी लड़की है और एक इंटेलिजेंस ऑफिसर है. बहुत लोग इंटेलिजेंट ऑफिसर लिखते हैं, इट्स नॉट इंटेलिजेंट ऑफिसर, इट्स इंटेलिजेंस ऑफिसर. एंड आई थिंक पहली चीज़, वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट थिंग्स, और ये मेरा एक बेस स्ट्रक्चर कह सकते हैं, एक प्रेप मोड है जो सभी फिल्मों के लिए है कि आई एम वेरी थरो विद माई स्क्रिप्ट. आई थिंक सारे सवाल आपकी स्क्रिप्ट में ही होते हैं पहले, एंड आई नो आप थक जाएंगे सुनते हुए. He was the first director to say this to me because जब पूरी मेरे पास आई थी मैंने कहा था you know ये रिसर्च करनी चाहिए, यहाँ करनी चाहिए, मैं किससे बात करूँ, मुझे किसी से मिलना चाहिए, who do I seek inspiration from, how do I prepare for my character. So one of the first things he said, you know, अगर स्क्रिप्ट अच्छी है तो आपकी मेजॉरिटी उस सवालों का जवाब उस स्क्रिप्ट में ही होगा. तो और ये सच बात है. एंड और जितनी बार आप पढ़ते हैं हर बार आपको कोई नई चीज़ समझ में आती है, नई चीज़ पता चलती है. और वो मैं थोड़ा आई हैव अ लिटिल ओल्ड स्कूल हैबिट ऑफ मेकिंग दोज हैंड रिटन नोट्स, जो उसके बाद मुझे खुद मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास से देखने पड़ते हैं मैंने ये क्या लिखा था.
And her scripts are filled with notes. Like each and every page, there is no space left. Like she has minutest of details written on her script. Like she is so thorough with her scripts.
I back it up. I completely agree, and I saw that when we were doing the reading. She got the script along with her, and every page when AJ was reading the lines and you know he was explaining to us the whole story and everything, I just happened to peek at her script and all I could see was all the writings all over, and you know so she's completely thorough in that.
Thank you. तो of course एक ये आपका एक mental preparation है, एक emotional connect है, एक back story बनाई जाती है which we sat together and we made this movie. एंड ऑफ कोर्स एक जो फिजिकल एस्पेक्ट है एक कि आपको फॉरगेट फायरिंग अ गन, पहले हाउ डू यू होल्ड अ वेपन. इट हैज़ टू लुक लाइक अ पार्ट ऑफ यू, एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ यू. इट शुड नॉट लुक कि आपने कोई ऑब्जेक्ट पकड़ा है. दैट्स अ ह्यूज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. एंड वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट थिंग्स आई रिमेंबर भूषण सर टॉट मी, हम कभी इंडियन आर्मी अपना वेपन ज़मीन पे नहीं लगने देती. सो यू हैव टू लर्न हाउ टू, अगर आप यू लाइन डाउन ऑल्सो, हाउ डू यू लाइन डाउन विदाउट having your knee touch the ground first or your weapon. So इतनी डिटेल में ट्रेनिंग हुई, चाहे वो फिल्म में दिखाए ना दिखाए, but the back of my mind अगर एज एन एक्टर मुझे पता है कि मेरी वायरिंग और कंडीशनिंग और प्रिपरेशन इस तरीके से हुई है तो ऑन सेट कुछ भी दिया जाएगा, that everything will come in handy and I'm more prepared. And of course जैसा आपने कहा and how Aditya shared, this character is based on you know someone's real life. It's inspired by a true female intelligence officer. So it was an honor for me to play her. And I'm so thankful to my producers that just to make more money, they did not turn the character into a male character. And they give me this opportunity and gave us this opportunity. So thank you once again.